Hi there. I'm going to touch briefly on the World Cup. Now, I don't know anything about football apart from men. The goalie, like one of the team kick the ball in the net and score a goal. That's my range of knowledge. I don't really watch football. But anyway, I do know that all ball games are rituals and um, the football, uh, it's this massive ritual that goes on. Well, the World Cup every 4 years. Four is a container, like the circle or the square. So it holds energy from football to football match, World Cup that is 4 years, just like they have elections every 4 years in the West, and but be aware that, as I said, all ball games are rituals right in our faces without us realizing this. If you want me to go deeper into it, let me know. But I'm only going to touch on it here. So a cup is a container. It's a chalice, right? It holds liquid and it can hold psychic energy, psychic liquid, and it's I was going to say so it's a chalice, and also the ball from ancient times in any game represents the earth, and I know a lot of people love the game football. I'm not condemning anyone. They love football, but the ball is symbolic of the world or the earth. So every time you kick that ball, you're actually symbolically kicking the earth. As I said, it's very deep. All these things that we have in our face that we're taught to feel that they're normal, but when you look behind it all, you realize that these things are put for our detriment, okay? And I know it might sound odd, and some people who love board games, because there's so many different board games, that this statement might upset them, but at least having this knowledge, giving it out, whoever wants to take it for what it is, take it, and who wants to reject it, reject it. It's entirely up to each person. But I felt prompted to say this, that the World Cup now in 2026 and 2027, they're kind of like really crucial years in terms of the numerics in our world, in like energy and um, like sort of like conclusions. We're coming to like conclusions, right? And this World Cup, where it's called a World Cup. So with this World Cup, everything good, bad, and in between goes into this cup, right? And I, I've been told by some of my family who watch football that there's been a lot of shenanigans going on, a lot of foul play going on at this World Cup. And the fact that it's also held in America, where all these human rights are being taken away and so much more, where America right now is at its worst. And so it's held in this environment of pain and anger, all these things to do with immigration and ICE and separating parents from children and people being deleted just because of the color of their skin or their nationality, and children put in holding cells on their own, and all this kind of stuff. And we're judged by the way we treat our children and the vulnerable and the elderly. And so all this is going on, all this racism in the States. Now everyone is racist, but the the belly of America is being shown, the underbelly, to all the world, and it does not look pretty. And so it makes it really bad for the good souls in America that don't agree with, excuse me, what is going on. But anyway, so we've got the cup in this environment, which is full of negative energy. So already that is clinging to the cup. And then we have the emotions of just about everybody who watches it and who plays the game going in to that cup. And I think, is it Argentina and Spain now that's going to be played? That is like the last game, and which is going to be on the 19th. And the 19th is like a number that is a prime number, but it's also a number on 3 levels, right? Um, so we've got 19, 1 and 9 is 10. That's the second level. 1 and 0 is 1. So it's like three levels, 3 stories. And so when they play this on that day, whatever occurs within this World Cup, it's going to like hit on 3 levels, if you see what I mean. And that's, or 3 levels of energy, or 3D state and reality. And basically it's all the I don't know, like all the shenanigans that's been going on, all the foul play that's been going on, is going to be centralized on that day, poured into this cup between these um, these players and their their fans on both sides, and all that energy is going to create a situation almost like, I don't want to say it, but sewer kind of situation, if that game is played in anger and rage. And everything is so connected because this year 26, it's almost like saying time's up, you're running out of time for like a certain period of time, a certain age. And that, if it ends up that time's up, right, this year, maybe a little bit into next year, then it's it's um it's saying really, or we should have like everything cleaned up. We don't want we don't want all the bad stuff going into this cup, because it's, even though maybe, now if I say it like this, it's called the World Cup, so it's supposed to represent the world, whether or not some of us are into football or not. It's the symbolism of it is what I'm trying to say. It's literally like the cup is literally like a holy grail, a chalice. That's what's behind it. And we need to send some love and light into that cup, because when that cup, for whatever reason, gets tipped out, And I think that that would come out next year, 2027, the full contents of that cup in our physical world will come out. But it's not looking good. It really is not looking good. And I would send some light all over the world, and especially also into like the United States, because there is some really powerful karma coming for the whole world, including, well, everywhere that's colonized every place else. And also, America, as I said, is showing its underbelly right now, and everything bad in society is coming to the surface, and it's like a boil that has to burst before the cleansing can take place. All the pus rises to the surface, and that's what's actually happening now in the States and all around this football situation. So I just thought, I know, I just wanted you to be aware of that, yeah. And take care, Diana.